Hey everybody, my name is Simone, and today we're going to be doing a quick beginner tutorial on crocheting. This yarn, believe it or not, I got from the dollar store, and it's called Just Yarn by Premier, I believe, and this one is worsted. They have a few different ones, but that'll be for another video. So for this one, the weight is medium 4, and you can use 5mm knitting needles or a 5.5mm crochet hook, but I'm going to be using a 5mm crochet hook because I like a bit of a tighter stitch sometimes. So the first thing that we're going to do is find the end of the skein, because that's where we're going to be making our slip knot to begin our work. So in order to make a slip knot, you are going to wrap the yarn around 2 of your fingers, and you're going to kind of cross it into an X. And I'm going to do this right here. So I'm just wrapping it around 2 of my fingers. It doesn't really matter which, but the easiest is the pointer and the third. Now I'm making an X with the yarn, and there is a shorter end and a longer end. The longer end is called the working yarn, and the shorter end is called the tail. So what you're going to do is you're going to take the tail, but just the top of it, and pull it through that loop that you just made. And that is going to give you a nice looking slip knot. So slowly just pull it through, because you don't want to pull the entire thing, just the top part, because you still want a tail sticking out of the bottom. And you can tighten it and loosen it as needed, just to make sure that it actually fits onto your crochet hook. So I'm going to do this one more time for you guys to make sure that you see how to do it. You're just going to make an X with the yarn around the 2 fingers and pull the top part of the tail through. Just like so, pulling it slowly, because you want to make sure it's a short tail that I made there. You can make the tail longer if you need to, but I usually have mine short. But just slowly pulling it through to make sure you don't pull the entire thing out. Then I'm just going to insert your crochet hook and tighten it as needed. The next thing we're going to be doing is making the chain. And to make the chain, you're simply going to yarn over and just pull through. So I'm going to yarn over, putting the yarn around my crochet hook. Over it, not under it though. So over my crochet hook, and then I'm just going to pull through the slip knot that I just made. And that is a single chain. And the chain is generally the base of the work that you make. But some people do start their work with like a magic circle, like if you're making a flower or something, or stuff like that. So there is other things you can start your work with, but a chain is generally what people start it with. And so to make the chain, again, you're just yarn over, pulling through. You can make it as long as you need or as short as you need. I also always chain 1 extra, because when you begin your work, you're going to be going into the second chain from the hook. So if you want a chain of 10, then you're actually going to chain 11, because you're going into the second chain from the hook. So once I have what I want, you just chain 1, yarn over, pull through, and you go into the second. So for the single crochet, we're going to be going into the second chain, like I said. You're just going to insert your hook in, yarn over, and pull through that first loop. And then yarn over and pull through 2 loops. So right here, yarn in, and then yarn over, pull through the first loop. So you have 2 left on your hook. Then you're going to yarn over and pull through those last 2 loops. And that is a single crochet. So I'm going to show you again. You insert your hook into the chain, And then you're going to yarn over and pull through that first loop. So insert, yarn over, pull through the first loop, like so, and then you're going to yarn over and pull through the remaining 2 loops. And that is another single crochet. And you can just work down the line doing a single crochet, and once you come to the end, you're just going to chain 1 and turn your work. And once you get there, I'll show you how to do that. Now that we're at the end of our row, you want to make sure that you get into that last chain. Some people miss the last chain and it can truly throw off your whole work, like it'll make a rectangle turn into a triangle. So you want to make sure you go into the last chain. Now that you just did your last single crochet, you're going to yarn over, pull through, and that is chain 1. Then you're going to flip your work. Literally just turn your work over to the other side. And then you're going to continue to single crochet down that row. So you chain 1 and flip. And then you just single crochet as you just learned to. Insert hook, yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2. And here we have our little swatch of single crochet. Now if you're doing a project or you just want like a really big square, you do as many chains as you need and just single crochet all along the rows. So now that I finished this one, I'm just gonna undo this down to my first chain, and I'm gonna show you guys how to do a half double crochet. So you start off with the same chain. You can redo it if you want with the slip knot and forming the chain, but I'm just going to reuse my same one. So in order to do a half double crochet, you're still going into the second chain from the hook, but before you go into that, you're going to yarn over. So this time you yarn over, you insert the chain, you insert the hook into the chain, and then you're going to yarn over again and pull through that first loop. So a little bit different from the single crochet, but not too much different. The only difference is you're just yarning over in the beginning, inserting, and then once you yarn over again, you're going to have 3 loops that you're going to pull through. So just clear the whole hook. So again, you're going to yarn over and insert the hook like so. Yarn over, insert hook, and then you're going to yarn over again, pull through 1. Now you have 3 loops on the hook, and you're going to yarn over and just clear it of all 3. And this is called a half double crochet. This is honestly my favorite stitch, I believe. It gives it a really nice look, and especially if you go into the back loops initially, it'll give you like that knit look, but I'll make another video explaining how to do the knit look. But for this one, you just yarn over, insert, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 3. Simple as that. So you can just keep working down the line, and you do the same exact thing as the single crochet. Once you get to the end, you chain 1 and you just flip your work. So this is what a half double crochet looks like. It is very cute. It does look thicker than the single crochet, and I really like that about the half double crochet. It is a bit looser, I believe, than the single crochet too, but I still like that as well. It's not as loose as the double crochet, that's for sure. But that is the stitch that's coming up next. So just continue to half double crochet as much as you need for whatever project you're working on. Again, yarn over, you're going to insert it into the V, and the V is made from the front and the back loop. Yarn over, insert into the V, yarn over, pull through 1, then you have 3 on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 3. So you're just yarning over, inserting, yarning over, pulling 1, and then yarn over, clear the hook. So again, half double crochet. You can really see a little bit of that knit look coming through right now because it's like a row in the front, row in the back. It kind of alternates. But yeah, so this is like my favorite stitch. And it is a variation of the next stitch that we're about to do, which is the double crochet. And for this one, It is way different than the single crochet, and it is definitely looser. So again, I'm just unraveling it to get me to my chain. I might have to chain a couple more because I think I took out some extra, but I have my chain right here. And in order to do the double crochet, you're still going to be going into the second chain from the hook, but you're going to yarn over like so, yarn over, insert the hook into the second chain. Now you're going to yarn over again, pull through one. Now you're going to yarn over and pull through two. And now you still have two left on the chain, so you're going to yarn over and pull through two again. And that is a double crochet. So again, yarn over, insert the hook, yarn over, pull through one, just one, yarn over, and you're going to pull through two. Then last time, yarn over, pull through two. And that is a double crochet. So you can definitely see how this stitch has more holes than the other stitches do, more visible holes, and it's much more stretchy. It's because the yarn is more spread out, because it just is, because it's not as tight of a stitch as the other ones are. So I went ahead and made a couple swatches off screen. This is the single crochet. It has a bit of stretch, and it's a very pretty stitch, of course, but it is tighter than the other two stitches are. This next one, I believe, is the half double, I want to say. Yeah, this one is the half double crochet, one of my favorites. It is slightly, it is a close stitch, but obviously, as you can see, it has way more stretch than the single crochet had. They look pretty similar, but you can still see the differences. They are both very pretty, but half double is definitely my favorite. It has more of a knit look to it. And this last one is the double crochet. You can visibly see a lot of holes, and it is definitely way more stretchy than the other two. You can really see like through it. The single crochet, you can barely see completely through it because it's pretty close, but you can definitely see big holes throughout the double crochet. But all the stitches are very beautiful in their own way, but half double is still my favorite. So yeah, that is how you do a single crochet, a half double crochet, and a double crochet stitch. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and you were able to learn something. Thank you.